Did you know that a 3,500-year-old Egyptian medical document contains a precise clinical description of anxiety disorder, including its symptoms, its cause, and its treatment? What's shocking is that modern psychiatry took 3,000 years to catch up. In 1862, a man named Edwin Smith purchased a papyrus scroll in Luxor, Egypt. It had been written around 1550 BC. What it contained shocked medical historians who translated it. A systematic description of psychological conditions so precise that modern diagnostic criteria in the DSM-5 overlap with its descriptions almost word for word. The Ebers Papyrus is one of the oldest medical documents ever found. Buried inside its 110 pages is something rarely discussed: a complete psychological framework. The Egyptians had a specific term for what we now call generalized anxiety disorder. They called it the wandering of the heart, a condition where the mind cannot remain fixed on the present, generating constant catastrophic projection about the future. Their clinical description is extraordinary. They documented the physical symptoms: elevated heart rate, shallow breathing, muscle tension, inability to sleep. They documented the cognitive symptoms: intrusive thoughts, inability to concentrate, overwhelming sense of approaching doom. Their treatment protocol had 3 steps. First, grounding exercises using physical sensation to return the patient to present awareness. Second, structured breathing rituals to regulate the nervous system. Third, guided visualization, replacing feared outcomes mentally with safe ones. What's shocking is that this is exactly the evidence-based treatment protocol for anxiety disorder in 2024. Grounding, breath regulation, cognitive restructuring. The American Psychological Association recommends these 3 interventions as first-line treatment. A 2021 study in JAMA Psychiatry found that present-moment grounding reduced generalized anxiety symptoms by 52%, the identical mechanism Egyptian physicians prescribed in 1550 BC. The Egyptians had no neuroscience, no brain imaging, no clinical trials. What they had was 3,000 years of observing human suffering carefully enough to map its patterns before anyone knew what the brain was. Modern psychiatry spent a century discovering what Egyptian physicians wrote on papyrus 3,500 years ago. The oldest medicine wasn't primitive. It was the science we forgot we already had.